Hello, this is the Timeless Tarot, and today's reading is a love reading for the sign of Aquarius. I have laid out a spread. Let's go straight to the bottom of the deck, and we've got, Knight of Cups. How exciting. Somebody wants to offer you their cup of love, and there's one underneath wants to come too. That is the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords now as well. Okay, so we've got 3 cards from underneath. Somebody wants to offer you a cup of love. There is resistance and there is an ending. Okay, so maybe somebody who wanted to offer you their cup of love before, who was not available, so had to resist doing that. Possibly they are now able. Ten of Swords is an ending. It's the end of one phase. It looks very dramatic here, that there's nothing left to live for, but there's always hope on the horizon and always a new start and a new dawn and a new day. There is some element of resistance here to somebody who is wanting to come into your life. That's interesting, unless it's you who has been resisting offering your cup of love. But in general terms, the Knight of Cups would be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So if you've had any dealings with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, looks like they might be coming in to offer you something. Or potentially, if you're completely single, somebody you don't know yet could be coming in to offer you a cup of love. And they could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be that you've been slightly resistant to letting love into your life in the past, and maybe that is changing. Well, at the centre of the reading, we have got the Queen of Pentacles, and this is the card of knowing your own worth. And so perhaps maybe you weren't accepting love in because you did not feel worthy of it, possibly. That's changed. You do know your own worth now. What's crossing that is the Ten of Cups. This is a happy ever after card. This is new love with all the fresh possibilities that come along with that. So, why would new love be crossing your own worth? Well, I don't think it would really. I think knowing your own worth can bring in new love, I would have thought. Or maybe your boundaries have been too firmly in place and that stopped love from coming in the past. Possibly. I think that's changing if that's the case, because we've got the Ten of Swords there. Is there a clarifier for the Ten of Cups? Right, we've got 2 here. Temperance, which is an angel, about balance, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah, something shifted. Wow, this is big. This will last for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Right, you've been guided to make a change, to bring in a new fortunate energy into your life. And that new fortunate energy got something to do with knowing your own worth and allowing in new love. Wow, how exciting. I feel like perhaps it's taken you a while to get to know your own worth, and that maybe in the past, maybe there were people around who might have offered you their cup of love, but you rejected it, or what they offered wasn't enough, and so you rejected that. In any case, I feel like in the past, you've been resistant to love, and that's changing. You've got a new fortunate energy coming your way, and you're being guided to allow it in. Wow, how absolutely fabulous. This has got a lot to do with you having done some work on yourself in terms of knowing what you want, who you want, how you want to live, and what you will and won't accept. That is brilliant if that's the case. And it's going to be bringing in, well, there's no other way of saying it. It's bringing in love. So it could be that you've done the work, you know what you're worth, and you still haven't allowed love in. This is saying this is the time to allow things to actually flow naturally. Try not to get in the way and stop love from developing in a way, because temperance is really, it's all about flow. And so is the Wheel of Fortune. That's also about flow. It's a wheel that's going to keep on rolling. This is pouring of water from one cup to another. It's to do with flow and the ease of flow. And the ease, it could talk about ease of communication actually, even allowing that to flow. You must, wow, this is great. So this month, where there's been resistance in the past and feeling like there isn't anybody out there for you, well, this is the month that's saying you need to allow love in. And it feels like love is coming in. Wow, exciting. On the face of things, we have the Six of Swords. This is moving from a difficult period into a much better one. So if you've been going through anything difficult, you're coming out of it, most definitely. It's from moving from choppy waters to smooth, calm waters. There is nothing negative about the Six of Swords. So on the face of things, your life is improving. Wonderful. What's in the underneath position? We have the Four of Rods, which is the Twin Flame card. We have the Knight of Swords, which could be a problem. And we have the Page of Rods, which is communication. So you could have been in a twin flame connection with somebody that you couldn't make it work. And that the communication was not good enough, not right, not for you somehow. And so maybe what it's saying is that perhaps you stopped other possibilities due to this twin flame connection, or that the twin flame connection did not develop the way it should have. Possibly not. I think that's changing. This is in the hidden position, so nobody will know about this apart from you. This is something you've kept secret. There might have been a connection that you chose to keep secret and the communication stalled or stopped or didn't develop the way it could have done. It's more than that. It's more than didn't develop the way it could have done. Didn't develop the way it should. And so you've just put it to bed, chosen to forget about it. I don't think that's been easy, but I don't think you've talked about it to other people. I don't think other people know about this. This is very much just you. This is your innermost thoughts, if you like. In the past, we have the Seven of Cups. This is the card of possibilities, but this is a fairly negative card. You know, the options aren't really worth having. And I think that's probably what happened in the past. You were resistant to letting love in because there wasn't anything that was good enough. Well, in the future, what we have here is dreams coming true, wishes coming true. This is the Star. I mean, there's only one better card than this in the deck, and that's the Sun. The Star talks of you getting everything that you've ever wanted in the future. In the personal position, we have the Nine of Rods. You're worn down, worn out, ground down, exhausted by something in your personal life. And I think it's this business of not finding love that you wanted. Being resistant to the unattractive possibilities in the past that left you nowhere. Well, in the future, you have an offer coming in. In your personal life, you're feeling quite tired, I think. Exhausted by the fact that there was nothing. You're going to have to change that. There is something. Let's have a clarifier. The Nine of Rods. Yeah, it's like you've given up, really. Three of Pentacles is plodding on, really. Nine of Wands is exhausted. It's sometimes called the Wounded Warrior. Three of Pentacles is planning. You might have been in this fed up phase for 3 years. You've been trying to drag yourself out of it for quite a long time, if not 3 years. And the feeling like there was nothing making you happy meant there was nobody in your life because the options weren't good enough. Well, I think all of that's true. What's great, though, is there is a possibility for love still with the Two of Cups here. So let's see, where is this love coming from? Well, in the home position, I've already talked about the Star getting you everything you want. In the home position, you're having absolutely everything. Everything that you've ever wanted is coming for you in the home position because we have the Sun. So that could actually be a Leo. And here, actually, the Star could be talking about an Aquarius. So actually, that's your card. thinking about that in the future. So if you're feeling, so as we said before, that you're moving from difficult waters into something much better, if you're still feeling like you're struggling a bit in the future, you definitely are coming into your very best energy. And in the home position, that's going to allow you to get the home life that you want, which is fabulous. In the hopes and fears position, we have the card of leaving or retreating, really. Why do we have the card of retreating in the hopes and fears position? Hoping to leave? No. Oh, yeah. Well, it's what I was saying before. Not feeling like there was anything out there for you. You were left feeling like there was nothing for you. That's the fear. The fear is that you're going to have to keep being in the same situation with not liking what's on offer, which is going to keep leaving you single. That's the fear. But we know that in the future, you're getting everything that you want. So that fear is not going to be founded, I don't think, because at the outcome, we have the King of Rods. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I've already said there could be a Leo somewhere for you. So there is a fire sign king, and this is the other wishes coming true card. So if you have been hoping for your perfect match, really, your other half, your opposite sign, then that is coming in the future, and that is going to make all of your dreams come true. Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm saying your opposite sign. Leo is actually your opposite sign, but any of the fire signs would give you that opposite fiery energy that you want. Wonderful. I took 2 extra cards as well to go with that, and we have the World and the 3 of Rods. The 3 of Rods is the card of waiting for your ships to come in, really. But this is patiently waiting. It feels like something monumental has shifted for you this month, because the World is another new phase. So it could be actually talking about the fact that you might be moving to a different part of the world. We have the World and the Wheel of Fortune. These are both cards of new phases. Plus we have the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is the ending of something. And the World is the start of a new phase. The Wheel of Fortune is what is bringing that new phase in. So this is wonderful. You're really at the epicenter of a brand new start, it feels like, Aquarius, that is going to be moving you from what has felt difficult and slow into having all of your dreams come true. It could well be involving a fire sign, and this has come about because you have finally been working on yourself and you know what you are worth. Somebody is coming in to offer you a cup of love. Wow. And at the bottom of the deck now, we have the soulmate card. So it could be somebody that you've been linked with in the past. Do you remember before I said that there was a hidden connection, a twin flame connection in the underneath position that should have worked out, and it didn't? Well, perhaps you're going to be hearing from that person, or perhaps that connection is coming back, because we now have the soulmate card and the twin flame card. Wow. Well, I really, really hope so. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like and subscribe so that I can read your energy more easily, which will help me to do more accurate readings for you and your situation in the future. And if you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. But until the next time, this has been the Timeless Tarot. Goodbye.